right, hi, and welcome to today's episode. My name is Tom Rolley for System.io.dev, working on the power of systems and processes to run businesses better. Look, I want to bring your attention to the fact that things happen repeatedly, like they will happen the same over and over unless something changes. So I want to bring your attention down here to these. Let's bring them into, okay, so what you can see there is 2 papaya plants. Now, these papaya plants are quite difficult to grow, and a friend of mine brought them to me yesterday. Okay, they came to me yesterday. And what happened, as I walked out the door, I forgot them. I forgot them. So they were left here overnight. And I just left here about 5 minutes ago. And I walked past them, didn't remember them, and then I did one thing differently. So I went to grab my car keys and they were not in my pocket. There was no car keys. You see, what I realized is that there was a problem yesterday. And by thinking about the system that led me to forget the papayas yesterday and making a change meant that today they will come home with me. Do you know what that change was? Look, it was a simple change. It was putting my keys with the papayas. So as I walked out the door, which is exactly what I did yesterday, except I had my keys in my pocket, and I usually run that I just go down to my car and drive home, that today that wasn't possible. And I thought, wow, where are my keys? Oh, of course, they're with the papayas. Now, that forced me to go back and get them. So they're going to come home with me. They're going to be in the ground either tomorrow or Saturday. And this means that their chances of survival significantly increase. Now, remember that if I hadn't actually put the keys there, I would be driving home right now and not have any papayas. And so tomorrow I might have to make a special effort to come up here. I'm about half an hour away from my home, so I'm looking at an hour round trip for something that could have been resolved with a better process. Luckily, I've been through this before. I worked out quite some time ago that if there are important things not to remember, then put my keys with them. Force my keys to be with what must be remembered. And this is just a one-off event though. But the overall process of including my keys had to be changed from yesterday. Yesterday, no keys with the papayas. Today, keys with the papayas. Now, hopefully in the future, if I've got something like this situation will trigger the memory of this process. I'm not going to document it. I'm not going to write it down. But if it is mission critical that I remember something, then I must realize that either I want to put it in the car. I just didn't want to put the plants in the car straight away because they might suffer during the day. It's better that they weren't in the car with the sun and might damage them. But by putting the keys, making that change to the system, there was a change in the outcome. And this is exactly the same as what's happening in business, day in, day out. Like if you're getting a result, that is the result of a system being deployed and executed. Now, if you do not have it documented anywhere, then it's going to be far more difficult to work out what's going on than if you have it written down. This is not new material. This is not a new idea. If you've been in business and you're trying to scale and you're trying to run a team, then you will realize the documentation of what is going on in your business holds significant advantages. If this is something that interests you, either you know that you have to do this in order to scale your business and sell at a high valuation, or you're just sick of working so hard and having all of your team ask you what to do next, then your next step is head over to System.io.dev, put in your name, put in your email address, and watch the training that I put together for you. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm off to watch a movie. My wife has got her work taking the entire team out to the movie, and they've invited partners. So we've got a babysitter. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks so much for tuning in. Look forward to catching you soon on the next episode as we continue to explore the power of systems and processes in business. See you then.